2015 Gracie Nationals, LA Convention Center, Los Angeles, California. You're joining us on SureDog.com. We're glad that you could be with us. I'd like to welcome my broadcast partner, Matt Freeman. I'm Tim Freeman. How you doing, Matt?
It's awesome to be here, to actually not be in Stockton for a change, here in Los Angeles, California, watching these amazing jiu-jitsu matches.
Got some good action lined up in the brown belt and black belt division, and right now Javi is going over the rule set, I'm assuming.
Look at Javi Vasquez going over all this, and he's got like he has no big match tomorrow.
I think we have an actual match going on while Javi's giving the rules. Is that right? Is that what I'm seeing here?
So. We have two black belts going at it right now.
Yeah. Let's see if we could cut over to
no time limit match
to the actual mat here and see what's going on. And we got a couple competitors going. You
gotta love Los Angeles, California.
Yes, sir. Let me get you the competitor names here. It looks like we have two competitors. This has got to be the 205ers. It looks like we got Harold Luciambo and Evandro Nunez, I'm thinking. And let's see if we can get a read on their gis here. Figure out what academy they're from. I may be wrong on those names.
It's a no time limit match we got here.
Yeah, there's a no time limit submission only, and this is actually the finals for this particular division.
We got the enforcer, the referee, the master of the lazy guard.
And it looks like the competitor on bottom here is trying to set up a bow choke, potentially trying to feed the collar with the left hand to the right. Yeah, and he's got the bow choke. He's going to try to grab the pants with his left hand. He's got it set, and he's got the choke locked.
Bad. Oh, wow, that was nasty. That was a quick match, considering it was no time limit.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Great technique, awesome submission.
So that was what we saw right there. I believe we saw Evandro Nunez defeat Harold Luciambo from Gracie Academy. I believe those are the correct competitors there.
Great victory, great technique. Some people say that, no time limit doesn't work because it will go and go and go and go. What happens? But that went about, 2 minutes?
Yeah, and if you look at the averages for a no time limit tournament, if you look at the average length of a match, it's somewhere around 7 minutes or so. It's not, everyone thinks that you're going to have a match for 24 hours or 7 hours or even, Elio Gracie had a famous match that went over 3 hours. I don't think anyone's topped that yet.
Attention all competitors, last call.
We'd like to welcome you back to the Los Angeles Convention Center, 2015 Gracie Nationals. We're live here at the Fit Expo. My name is Tim Freeman from InsideBJJ, joined with my broadcast partner, Matt. What's up, Matt?
Super happy to be here. It's been some great jiu-jitsu. All matches ending in submission.
4 black belt matches, 4 submissions. Let's give you a quick rundown of the action so far today. We saw Evandro Nunez from InsideBJJ. He submitted Harold Luciambo from Gracie Academy with an armbar. That was actually really tight, and it actually looked like somebody's arm could be compromised.
That in that particular submission, he let it go before he really had to because the ref didn't quite see it. He could have broke his arm.
Yeah, he did. And then we had Mike Konzachi, and he armbarred Mark Comien. Mike Konzachi is from Lucero Jiu-Jitsu, and Mark Comien is from Gracie Muay Thai. He had a nice triangle. That was a really good match. We saw a lot of guard play from both guys, but Konzachi was able to play the guard game a little bit tighter. He shot a real tight triangle, was able to get a good adjustment, and he solidified that. Comien did not want to tap. He tried to work out of it. It was very close, but in the end, he ended up having to tap. That was a nice match. And after that, we saw Morgan Nedlinger with a nice Kimura over Mike Zabalos. That Kimura was deep.
That was another one where he didn't take it as far as he could have, and he saved, from breaking the guy's shoulder.
Speaking to a guy, Matt, who's had his shoulder compromised in Kimuras before because he didn't want to tap, doesn't feel very good.
No, it could be a career-ending injury.
It's not a great idea, huh? And then we also saw Morgan Nedlinger ankle lock Andre Pontes. So we're going to jump back to the action here, and we got 2 more black belts on the mat. It looks like we have Evandro Nunez, I believe, and I'm not sure who the other competitor is that he's going up against. We
got some big dudes here today.
Okay. Mike. Okay, we got Mike Konzachi and Evandro Nunez. Okay, that's right. So we saw Mike Konzachi earlier with the triangle over Mark Comien. Okay, perfect. And so Evandro's got the MMA Top Supplies kimono top on. And Konzachi.
I think Gonzalez went for a little foot sweep there.
Does not have a patch.
Both guys kind of tied up, a little bit of a stalemate.
Yeah, let's see where this match goes here with the longer Andre Nunez. Let's see if he looks to play some guard here.
Yeah, I almost thought we were going to see a guard pull right there. It's looking like he really wants to sit guard. Nobody's really driving for a takedown too hard yet. And I stand corrected. He goes for the single, but he was more than willing to oblige him and sit guard. That's pretty much what I believe.
Yeah, Nunez just sat to guard, and he's got that deep overhand grip on his opponent's belt with his left hand. And
it was almost like Nunez said, "Thank you, so now I can sit guard. Thanks for going for that single."
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what he plays here. He may try to get an outside hook. Now it looks like he's going to convert that to a collar grip with his right arm.
It's like a powerful collar grip right there. That
yeah, he's got his legs
Nunez
called
has
up quite high too, and he's going to try to set that choke up,
adjusting his body, creating a nice little angle.
Once again, any spectators.
You saw Konzachi do a little hip switch there, work that angle out.
People behind you are not able to see.
I'm stoked to be here, man. This right now, this is what is happening in the jiu-jitsu universe, and especially tomorrow with the super fights featuring Javi Vasquez and Gary Tonin and Denny Prokopos.
You could feel the spirit of Helio in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. Today is the gi divisions. We have the black belts and brown belts. Tomorrow is going to be the no gi divisions.
He's keeping his head down low. He's had his head down low the whole time.
And it looks like Nunez is trying to set up the gi choke. Oh, and he's got it in tight.
Oh, it looks like it's tight.
Though. It's on the face, and he might try to attack Konzachi's left arm, or right arm, excuse me. Or left. Now he's going the other way. He's really working the guard up high, which is nice. Nice.
That was close.
And he's got the triangle position. I think, no, he's in a double under. I couldn't see that from my vantage point. There's a lot of good guard play today, man. Like, good in a way that's not stalling. Very good in an active attacking approach.
See a lot of passing attempts, a lot of submission attempts. Kimuras, arm locks, leg locks. We've seen it all so far here today. Still working on that grip. Trying to pass to the right.
I'd like to give a big shout out to all the Inside BJJ listeners. Thanks for joining in. As well as Sherdog. What's up, Sherdog? F12 form.
Oh, he's in danger now.
Yeah, Nunez has got a nice.
I smell a curtain call.
And he's going to go straight to the arm lock. That's how he submitted his opponent earlier in the day. Harold.
Look how calm. Look how calm and collected he is right now.
Chill.
He's in such a dominant position. He has. There we go.
The tap.
Wow.
Look at him. He's
that
like,
was amazing. I mean, the effort was like
whatever. That was easy.
That was what we call technique.
It was a nice display of craftsmanship.
So he's got 2 submissions here today.
He got 5 submissions already in like under an hour.
But for Nunez, I believe, right? It's 2 submissions for the night so far. 2 arm locks. Two triangles converted into arm locks. And those arm bars off the triangle, let me tell you something. I've been caught in many of them in my life. They are tight.
They are super tight.
You don't have a lot of time to tap out of those.
Nice job right there.
Beautiful submission.
The champion.
He's not even sweating.
Alejandro Nunez.
Everyone here today is dripping with sweat except for Nunez. Very nice display of jiu-jitsu skills. Keeping calm, adjusting, hitting the arm lock.
You can see in the background there the LA Fit Expo, all the madness, all the walking around. Matt, what are your predictions for the fight tomorrow?
The super fights? Oh, wow. You know,
Gary Tonin or Javi Vasquez?
Let me tell you something.
In my one and only Gracie Worlds competitive debut.
I didn't have it. I've never had a match.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to have Morgan Dedlinger, and he's going to go up against Evandro Nunez.
JT McKinley.
And hopefully we can get the winner of this division right after the match here.
Ralph Garcia, Britt Alvarez.
We'll try to get them to sit down in the booth real quick with us.
Once again, all
It's a pleasure to be here.
white belt, 150.
We're kind of just doing this like a pirate broadcast, man. I love it. It's just scaled perfectly for what we're trying to accomplish here today. And this is like the raw cutting edge of what's going on in the jiu-jitsu world today. There's a lot of established tournaments, a lot of established players, a lot of established tradition. And what I love about Gracie Worlds and Submission Only and Inside BJJ and 10th Planet is it's right up there on the edge. So here we go with the action. Evandro Nunez is the taller gentleman.
Both guys have laid down a path of submission victories
They both
already.
have 2 submissions. He's from Sampa BJJ, and he's going up against Morgan Nellinger from Crone Gracie. And I think we got Morgan's phone right in front of us right here.
I heard Crone says if you don't finish him, you're dead.
I think it. Oh, maybe
I'm
this
just
is
kidding.
Rose's. A lot of text here from Crone and from 10th Planet. Rob from 10th Planet texted, and Teta texted. And we can see Nunez is already going to work that deep guard, dude.
Super calm.
You see
Look how calm
Nellinger.
Nunez is. It's like he's at the office talking on the phone.
You see how Nellinger just cleared Nunez's right foot. That was a really important setup right there to try to prevent the triangle. And Nunez is going to try to get his hook in. And Nellinger was going for the pass, and he's right back in the same position. Not quite in guard, not quite out of guard.
He's almost sweating, not quite yet.
And he's got some hover guard action here with the gi. Very nice control, good flexibility.
No, that looks like some 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu right
yes,
there.
it does. 10th Planet actually has a huge presence at Gracie Nationals. Pretty awesome. On the Nogi Day, they show up in force. And Nellinger handled the rubber guard attempt decently, and he's got a tight half guard. He has an overhook with his left arm. You can't see it on the screen, but it's actually in a guillotine position on Nunez's head. And I think he's going to start attacking that guillotine. You see he's keeping his right leg hooked, and he let go. He avoids the butterfly, and he's in closed guard, and Nunez is still
I got you back in my guard again.
Still affecting that high guard.
I'm almost breathing.
Nunez is barely awake.
Yeah.
He's barely awake right now.
His heart is beating like maybe 102 beats per minute.
But honestly, Nellinger is the other calmest guy here, right? These have been the calmest competitors the whole time.
They both have been super calm, held their ground, and hit the submission.
And let's see if Nellinger, he's a Crone Gracie black belt, or he trains with Crone Gracie. I'm not sure who he got his black belt from. I don't want to misspeak on that, but it's very calm style of passing. And Nunez is wrapping up the high guard again.
Working that high guard, going up. Will we see another? Armbar? Oh
Pick
wow!
him up, and Nellinger is trying to
dangerous.
just straighten out of it. And Nunez is really
Trying to
holding
use
up
gravity.
And Nellinger's out.
He's out.
And he passed.
Not yet.
He passed. Done deal.
He goes for the
Oh,
leg.
nice.
Oh,
He goes for the
sweet!
leg.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, but
Great display of jiu-jitsu.
We saw Andre Pontes go for the leg against Nellinger, and Nellinger submitted him with the ankle.
See, right when he's fixing his belt would be a good time to go for a takedown.
That's when I would hit a scissor takedown and then just say, "Oh, my bad, I didn't know it was a bad."
I'm going
illegal
for a
technique."
headbutt right now.
What about a headlock?
An accidental headbutt.
I'm trying to bring the headlock back to jiu-jitsu, like a tight squeeze. I have seen a guy tap to a tight head squeeze before.
Yeah, I've seen you tap to a head squeeze. Both competitors going right back at it, both staying calm. I bet we're going to see a guard pull.
Well, I think if anyone pulls guard, it's going to be Nellinger. Oh, he pulled a
That
triangle.
was-
Nice.
Wow.
And if we could get that camera up a little bit, we could see it. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, where do you go from here? Do you walk off the mat? Do you just
And
stand
Nunez
there?
is asking if he can slam.
How do you defend this?
And the Brazilians are starting to coach.
As long as he keeps his head up, he can't get submitted, as far as I know.
And I think we're going to see Nellinger maybe set up an Ezekiel. It looked like he might have thought about it. He's hugging tight.
Gravity's not on your side.
Look how calm these guys are. They're chilling.
He can
gotta
stand
get a
here.
picture of this.
He can, he can stand here all day and just hold him.
Look at this. I got to get a selfie. Hold on.
It's like right now, who should really take? You're gonna miss it. Gravity was not on his side.
No, that was a great position. Look how chill they were.
Nunez stayed so calm and knew that eventually gravity would win.
And he's got a nice toe
And he's
hold on
going for the toe
Nellinger.
hold.
And Nellinger's going to roll
Nice
out.
spin out.
And he's going to come
What a
up.
great transition.
And he almost came up to it.
And he goes going for the guillotine there. We're back to guard.
Similar to the same style guillotine Crone hit on Aoki. It Metamorphs.
But that was a nice transition. That may have been the best transition of the day so far.
Want to give a big shout out to Winter Stick.
All purple belt 170. Can I please have Brian Berlin, Clay Mayfield,
And Nunez is trying to set up that high guard one more time.
That's what happens when you take away the points and you take away the advantages and you take away the judges. And two guys just go after and hunt for the submission.
once again, all purple belt.
And at the end of the day, if you have a Gracie Nationals victory, you won that by submission.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody can take that away from you.
Absolutely. And Nunez is going to try to roll under here. I should say roll over.
You're not going to see anyone get screwed by a bad call. You're not going to see anyone that was awarded an advantage that shouldn't have got an advantage. It's all about submission.
Nunez
And so
trying to
far, we've
break-
had a lot of
Oh,
submissions.
Nellinger's got a nice little, like, not really a leg drag, kind of like a modified Toriando, where you got a hand on the hip or on the gi lapel, and you're kind of tapping the leg across.
I wonder what the size difference is here.
It's pretty well. I mean, Nellinger is at 170 division, and Nunez is at 205.
It's a pretty big size
So
difference
it's a
here.
pretty big size difference, but Nellinger's fighting a real
I don't even
smart
think-
fight. Neither guy's really sweating.
I even
though.
think Morgan is even smaller for the 170 division.
You're probably right.
He does not look like a big dude at all. Take your time, get your breath, tie the belt. I still don't think Nunez is sweating yet.
I don't think either of these guys have really got their Saturday morning started yet. You know
We're
what I
still
mean?
warming up.
They're just chilling.
Goes right to guard.
Just sits down.
He sits down so
gingerly.
nonchalantly. Kind of reminiscent of Nick Diaz, Anderson Silva.
Somebody somewhere, Heat on Gracie is smiling. He's got a gigantic grin on his face.
And he's saying, this is amazing. Trying to work the pass. Staying calm. Like he's been there a million times before. I think I see like maybe a little bit of sweat coming from Nunez finally. Both competitors fighting for grips. Oh, and he spins out and he's going for the toe. Oh, that was nice. Another nice transition. I almost got to wonder right now, is as good as a poker face that Nunez has, is he getting tired? He's working a lot off his back, and he's had several matches so far. This is a real chess match.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I had to fix my microphone. Somebody got submitted in the corner. And you can see Nunez playing a nice right-hand deep collar grip. He's going to try to shoot the triangle or the omoplata.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling he likes the triangle armbar for some reason. He works on the pass and steps out. Let's see if he goes for the leg again. That's a hard guard to pass right there. You got to work your butt off to pass a guard like that. This guy
Yeah,
can go
absolutely.
upside down, inside out, every different direction.
Every which way but loose.
You can drive his knees into his forehead, and he's not even uncomfortable.
And we saw Nellinger defend an arm lock earlier very calmly and just straightened right out of it. And he does the same thing again with a little more ease this time. It wasn't as difficult as the last time. These guys are starting to get tired. Nunez has broken a
I
sweat.
think fatigue is setting in, and someone's going to make a mistake.
And Nunez is shooting the omoplata attempt.
Oh, nice.
Nellinger's going to try to walk over, and he may try to go under. Nice defense. He concedes a sweep. Big deal. No points.
Antonio Gonzalez.
He's still in the game.
Nice transitions. He's got his own belt wrapped around his leg. You notice that?
And referee Matt Baker saw it,
Pingoy,
and he's like, whatever.
Zach Cunningham.
Hey, whatever, that's jiu-jitsu.
Again, blue belt 145.
He's trying to set up a little gi choke there.
Gonzalez. Matthew Terrian. Eduardo for GT.
Morgan on bottom, Nunez on top.
Pingoy,
Looked like he's trying to set up a little,
To the mat area, please.
almost like a baseball
You would think
bat
on
choke.
top that Nunez would be pretty dominant with the size difference.
And I think that Nellinger may be in some trouble. Nunez is going to look like he's setting up that bow choke one more time. Looking for it. Nellinger's defending the arm.
Might hit an armbar here, maybe, huh?
It's hard to see I can't quite see the exact position. I think, yeah, he's going for that. He's going for Nellinger's left arm.
Morgan's in a world of danger
Yeah,
right
and he's
now.
got the left arm. Not quite. He's trying to work it out. Nellinger's trying to clear Nunez's right foot off his head. He does do that.
He's got to defend so many things at once.
Yeah,
Looking at arm locks, chokes,
Yeah.
and the armbar is looking nasty right
He's
now.
really got a good defense, and they're right on the edge,
he's
right
gonna
in
have
front
a
of
hard
us
time
right
getting
now.
out of this.
He's barely got the fingers,
Yeah.
and the arm is extended.
Yeah, he gets
and
the
Nellinger
tap.
taps. Nice job. Very good work.
What an amazing display of
We just saw
jiu-jitsu.
Evandro Nunez with the
That
submission.
be his fourth tap of the day,
His
or the third? Three arm bars, right? If I'm not mistaken. Another well-earned victory for today.
Nice job.
Nunez
Let's see if we can get Nunez in here.
takes home the submission.
Good work. We're going to try to get Evandro Nunez sit down with us real quick here. We've seen some great action so far. We're live at the 2015 Gracie Nationals, the LA Convention Center. Submission only, no time limit. We just watched the black belt division wrap up, and we saw Evandro Nunez from InsideBJJ with 3 submissions there, and he's going to join us just a second. Evandro Nunez? Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. Nice job out there today.
Thank you very much.
So you got 3 submissions, right?
3 submissions. Yeah.
3 submissions. Can you walk us through the first 2? They were very similar. You hit the triangle, then went to the arm lock off of both of them.
Actually, the first one was the bow and armor.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Remember?
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went to an ankle pick,
Uh-huh.
and in order to defend, he turned it back to kick, right? Then I got it back. He stood there for a while, you know. With no time limit, so you can behave.
One of the
as you should.
things I noticed when you were out there is you were very calm.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, like, I don't think he's awake yet. I think he's still, like, he's pretty relaxed.
Yeah.
Even when Nellinger in your last match had the triangle, but you were standing up,
Yeah.
both of you guys were like,
Yeah, right. What I think is, once you're calm, you can think straight.
yeah,
Once you are furious or afraid or with some emotion in your mind, you're not thinking jiu-jitsu. You're thinking the emotion.
yes.
Because the emotions blind you. You know what I'm saying?
In a no time limit match, does that help though to be calm? Because you don't have to race the clock. You don't look over and go,
Oh,
I
yeah,
only have
for
a minute
sure,
left.
for
I got to
sure.
do something.
For sure. When I compete with time limits, you look to the clock. There's 2 minutes. You are 2 points behind. You sacrifice the jiu-jitsu in order to compete.
Yes.
But it's like the sport jiu-jitsu. It's not bad, but it's not the true martial art, right?
Do you feel like this is a more pure form of jiu-jitsu?
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
I think there's a lot of room for us to improve, but for sure this is the way, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
The way that I think, the way that I've been training all my life. You know, that's the true jiu-jitsu.
That's what I mean. It's like when we're in the academy and we train back home.
Uh-huh.
We don't look at the clock. We don't look at points. We go for the submission. If you don't get
That's
a submission, then you did nothing. You got
That's
nothing
it.
then.
Many times when I compete and I lost by 1 advantage or 2 points, you don't feel defeated, you know?
Right.
Because
Just
the guys didn't
frustrated.
tap.
Yeah.
Even though when I won by points, I say, all right, I'm moving forward, but you don't have that fulfillment in your heart, you know?
Right.
I fought, I did good, you know? But here it's different. Or you tap the guy out, or you go home, you know?
And today we've seen 5 or 6 black belt matches, all submissions.
That's awesome.
All submissions. I don't think any matches went over 10 minutes. They were all under 10 minutes.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It was a
That's-
very good display of jiu-jitsu.
That's
Nice job out there today, man.
Thank you very much.
Good work.
Looking forward to
Congratulations.
compete again.
Right on, dude.
Thank you
Nice
very
work.
much.
Thanks for being in the booth. Ladies and gentlemen, Evandro Nunez. Thanks, brother.